All right. Welcome back to the show. It was a crazy, jam-packed week, but we are here to talk about sports news again. Uh, and I'm back with my guy, Daniel. How's it going?
What's up? What's up? It's going.
It's really going now.
Sa-
It's really
going
going.
into week 4, we got a good taste on what NFL teams is looking like.
Mm,
Splash moves in the NBA just hit everybody out all of a sudden. So, but I do want to say one thing now.
Go ahead.
One thing that crossed my mind. I probably haven't had a lot of good takes coming into my third week, coming into 3 weeks on the podcast. But I can say one thing. Zach Wilson. And I'm gonna stay on it.
I tried to shoot him some bail.
It's
I
to the point
tried.
where Trevor Simeon is they think is their savior.
No, I tried. It's bad.
So yeah, well, we can go into what we was about to start into, but that I just have to get
I
that off
like.
my
Hold
mind
on.
before.
Hold on. I like. I like how that's how you start. Your first thing is, hey, before we get into everything, fuck Zach Wilson, fuck that guy.
I just can't no more, man.
Uh,
Just like
I tried so hard for. I think I've tried for 2 weeks straight to shoot him some type of bail. I can't. I can't do it no more. It's
I just
over.
yeah, man.
But yeah, let's start.
Man,
You mentioned it. Big splash NBA trades right before media day, which is next Tuesday or Wednesday is media day. So we're gonna have all the guys in their jerseys and everything. And wouldn't you know it, somebody goes out there and finally gets the deal done for Damian Lillard. But guess what? It's not the Miami Heat.
mm.
Somehow, some way, somebody else swooped in and grabbed up Damian Lillard, and it was the Milwaukee Bucks. It's still hard to believe that this is real right now. Like
Well, but the thing is, we knew it was coming. We just didn't
something
think
was
the
coming. Yeah,
Bucks was it.
the past
But
week they've been talking about the Raptors over and over
yeah,
again, and I figured, all right, well, if that's the next, that's how we just know. We just need to know, like, all this media shit is junk. Nobody really knows the truth until it happens. Because it's been going on. They've been talking about the Raptors for a week and a half now, Miami for months,
my
and then nobody said anything about the Bucks coming in and doing this. But look where we at. We got.
I'm just
Let me just go through the trade real quick. Portland gets Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, and some guy that just got drafted. 2029 first round pick,
uh-huh.
2028 pick swaps, and 2030 pick swaps. Sheesh, Jesus. Looking at it, that's a lot of picks, but you ain't gonna need them. The Suns get Nurkic, Grayson Allen. Oh, by the way, this is a 3-team deal somehow with 2 teams that are in contention already. I don't even understand how what incentive the Suns have. Well, I guess I do. We'll get to it.
They
Yeah, this is what the Suns
yeah,
get. The Suns add depth to their team. They get Nurkic, they
that's
get
basically
Grayson
what it
Allen,
was.
they get Nasir Little, and they get Keon Johnson, and they actually add some type of bench. Now,
Yeah.
it's not the greatest,
No, it's gonna be the Lakers when they didn't have a bench. When your starters
basically.
got to sit out, what's gonna go happen? Like they're gonna have to make sure that Bill Booker and one of them and Durant one of them has to stay on the court at all times. So they
All
gonna
times.
yeah, because that bench is like like when everybody gets tired and things like that. So
It might be
uh
slightly worse just because when I
yeah,
was
I don't
looking at
like
it, you gonna have to
who
all of them gonna have to drop 30. Your whole big four basically has to drop 20 to 30 or you can't win. Because we talking about 4 guys. If one of y'all is
because they
cold,
got
you having a
because
tough night.
they got so it's Durant,
Mm-hmm.
Bill,
Mm-hmm.
um
Booker.
Booker, and who's the fourth guy? It is a fourth guy, but I'm not too.
Nah, it's not anymore.
Yeah, because
it was
because
Aiton.
eight. Yeah, but yeah. So who? Next question: Who's the Suns' big?
Nurkic.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So you got three guys, and they basically all have to score 30 at this point. Because if you look at it, you got this is the projected starting five is Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Josh Okogie, Kevin Durant, and Nurkic now. And then you have Eric Gordon is there, and Yuta Watanabe. He was all right. Bobo, are you interested in some Bobo? But that's what I mean. Like you basically are. It's scary for the Suns. I think that's why instantly the Bucks jumped to the favorites to win the championship this year. Because the Suns, if you look at it,
But the
your big
Bucks
three got to drop 30 to 40, or you can't win against anybody really.
for the Bucks to finesse only Drew Holiday and a first round pick when they know
one in swaps,
but that 2029, what's that? What's that? 5 years? What year? 2023. It's 6 years from now. So they theoretically giving you a first round pick, not knowing what that pick gonna be 6 years from now, and Drew Holiday. That's the only two things they losing.
Here, think about it this way: that kid right now is in probably 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah, like
the kid that's at the top of that draft, or any of those kids for that regard, they're in 6th grade.
6 years from now, Milwaukee still won't be a good team, and they don't get a lottery. And now your pick is unprotected, and you could get a 20th round pick. No,
and just get nothing back.
Yeah, it's the NBA. Like it's hard for a 20th round pick to pan out. So the Bucks really just finesse the whole NBA in this trade, if you ask me. Just for that, and got Dame, and then didn't have to give up Middleton, didn't have to give up Portis, didn't have to give up Lopez,
Grayson Allen, because giving up Drew Holiday for Dame is a wash. All right, you got better really, because Grayson Allen, Drew Holiday put together still don't equal up even close to Lillard. So it's like they really snuck off. I mean, I guess if you look at it this way, that the Miami trade. Would it have been much better with Jovic and the kid they just drafted? Like
I think with Portland sat from the looks of the trade, Portland sat down and was like, because they knew the Suns wanted to get off Ayton, so the Suns will find any way to get off Ayton because it's been like that for the last year and a half.
Yeah, I think Portland since this other trade went through, they really been pushing it.
And Portland probably sat down and was like, who can I get from these three teams? Raptors, Portland, and Milwaukee. Basically, one player from that team. I know I'm getting Ayton, but I want who's the best player from these three teams?
Yeah.
And
now, the crazy thing is, go ahead.
I was about to say, because Miami's not giving up Bam. They're not giving up Butler.
Nope. And they wasn't giving up Caleb Martin either.
Exactly. And then the Raptors definitely wasn't giving up I ain't even hip on their roster right now. Who is their Raptors?
I think the only person that they said was off limits was I think Scotty Barnes was the only one that they said, nah, we ain't giving up Scotty. Then that's it. Oh, Pascal.
Yeah, I would say about Pascal. So so after those two players, who and OG? Then if so then the Bucks is like, y'all want Drew Holiday? It was like
exactly.
It was like, well, yeah, I'll take Drew Holiday out of everybody else that you offering me from the other two teams.
Yeah, you want to know something real sad? Drew Holiday just said,
I know.
You seen that? Oh, just said yesterday, I want to retire the Bucks. He must have knew something was coming to say something like that. And he went to Portland. They already talking about trading him somewhere.
Yeah, because they said they want to trade him to they're going to use the Drew Holiday trade to get more pieces. And because they want to send him to a contender.
Yeah. Now I seen somebody talking about somehow having another 3-team trade and getting
with the Lakers.
Not with the Clippers. The Lakers would be the best one, but to get Harden to the Clippers, Drew back to the Sixers, and then I don't know what else. They just getting a bunch of scrap pieces to Portland. But that was the one where I seen that was interesting. I was like, yeah, I could.
I mean, the Clippers got a lot of scrap pieces.
Yeah, they got a bunch of the young guys that you could just dump.
And then right now, Drew Holiday for James Harden is probably a straight up trade though.
Exactly. That's why somebody.
So then they're gonna add a third team to get the scraps in there because I don't think Portland wants James Harden.
Nah, but that we'll give
Philly
you just give us something.
Yeah, y'all figure out who y'all gonna give us. We'll give Philly Drew and then send James to us. I mean James to the Clippers. But James Harden, PG, and Kawhi doesn't ring a bell to me.
Say it again, my bad.
I was like, James Harden, PG, and Kawhi just doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, and Westbrook. Don't forget Westbrook is there.
I did forget. That's why it's like.
So you'd have Westbrook, Harden playing the two. Nah, one of them somebody got to come off the bench. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, Harden, PG, Kawhi. And then who they bigs? Zubac? Bro, the NBA is. I'm glad we're gonna do more NFL because the NBA has gotten so weird.
And the thing about it, you don't even know who play for who now. Is because if I don't have it up on my screen right now, like all the rosters, be like, yeah, he moved there yesterday. And like, wait, what?
I know
like,
certain stuff
about?
But it's so ridiculous. I'm cool. It was cool when it was, hey, let's get the players to like get something because back in the day, you had Magic Johnson signing for fucking here's a 30-year deal with $1 million a year, and it would just be like whatever. Like Scottie Pippen signed like a 10-year, 12-year deal or something like that for like less than $1 million a year. It was crazy. Like he signed for like $11 million for 12 years, and now you have like the complete opposite of that.
Oh yeah,
where it's just
if he was Scottie Pippen in this age, he probably would have been maxed.
Oh yeah, and he would have just asked to go wherever he wanted to, and they would look at the Dame shit was crazy because he literally signed his contract.
Yeah,
this offseason, like right before the season was over, or right when the season was over, and then turned right around and asked to be traded. Like and Harden did something similar where he turned down a deal, came to the Sixers, took the deal, and then said, "No, trade me." Like it's getting out of hand now, where it's just the movement. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting too old to pay attention to all this shit, but it's too much.
As long as it's too much, and I feel like as long as you got a star player that somebody is willing to take some part of his contract, they'll try. Just like
they'll figure it out. That's where we at now. Where just people damn, this shit is sitting up too high. Oh, there you go. People will figure it out now. Look at this shit with Dame somehow. And we won't know for a while if Dame is okay with this. Like we're not gonna know till he speaks out and people dissect it 10,000 ways. But
right,
like he still got traded after signing a 4-year deal, like not even a year ago. I just what does this mean for LeBron James? No.
right. LeBron. I mean, if they can get Drew, they got some pieces that Portland probably could use.
That's I was thinking that too. I was thinking if the Lakers get Drew, that'd be nice. They need that. They need just a solid guard that can just kind of steady everybody. Even though Drew Holiday is not necessarily the best playmaking point guard, he's really. I'm pretty sure he came to the league as a 2.
Playoff.
Well, yeah, but he's not really known for really not even setting up plays. Really, he really is mostly a 3-and-D defender. He just happens to be playing the 1.
But that's what the Lakers need is a 3-and-D defender.
True, but they also need somebody to take the ball. But I guess he can do that. He can take the ball.
LeBron can do it. He can do. But especially in the West, 3-and-D right now is what you need. Like,
yeah,
because you still got the Warriors, you got the Clippers, you got the Suns with all these top guards. So yeah, I would take Drew.
Let me look. With the Lakers with Drew Holiday, what is they starting lineup? It would be Drew, Reeves, Bron, Vanderbilt, Davis. I still don't.
What about what about the big that they just got
who?
from
Jackson Hayes? He not starting
I
over Vanderbilt. No
I
way.
think they need to switch it. No, I mean
Unless you're trying to put AD at the 4.
right.
If you're trying to
Because
put AD at
Jackson
the 4,
Hayes
then
is what,
sure.
6 well, how tall is Jackson Hayes?
7 foot? Yeah, 7 foot.
Exactly. They just need somebody to stand there and put their
But he
arms up.
sucked. That's the problem.
They don't need him to be good. If you got Drew, AR, uh, Davis, and LeBron, we just need you to play defense. We don't actually get boards and play defense.
Let's see. He averages. This is where that's why it worried me. He played in 47 games last year, played 13 minutes a game. How many rebounds do you think he averaged in 13 minutes a game for half the season? Mind you, he didn't.
Minutes.
I'm pretty sure he didn't play the whole second. He didn't play the end of the year this year, if I remember correctly.
And I mean, 13 minutes. I mean, it's hard. Shit, probably like 1 point something.
Nah, he averaged 2.8.
So almost 3 rebounds in 13 minutes.
Yeah. So basically, you put him in there for a 3-minute stretch, 3 to 4 times a game, and he's going to get you a rebound every other time you put him in. See, to me, with NBA stats compared to basketball stats, you can really see the story a little more with what you're seeing. Like when you put the eye test to the numbers, that's when you start realizing, like, if you put him in 4 times at 3 minutes apiece, he getting a rebound once the whole time he out there.
But what if he played the whole game though? You don't like.
I mean, yeah. If you extrapolate that, then what? We talking about? He's a 7-footer that averages maybe 7 rebounds a game, probably. Maybe 8.
But then with that, he got some breakout games.
Of course. But we doing all this. We parsing words. He's not that good. That's what I'm saying. Regardless of how many, he's not that good of a big either way. So it's like,
But so who's gonna come off the Lakers bench though? That's all I'm saying. Like,
I mean, you got D'Lo. If you bring Drew Holiday in now, D'Lo goes to the bench, and that's perfect to put D'Lo on the bench.
Yeah,
they got Gabe Vincent also, so D'Lo could play the 2.
Yeah, they did sign Gabe.
So you would have Gabe at the 1, D'Lo at the 2.
Hachimura. All that sound like some of them is gonna be gone if Drew is gone. If they got Drew, some of them people gone. Like,
yeah,
Gabe Vincent probably be in Portland.
That would hurt.
Yeah, well, because they need shooters, so they probably wouldn't. I wouldn't give up Gabe just because they need.
You
giving
up D'Lo.
Yeah, you giving up D'Lo.
Yeah,
and probably Rui. To be honest.
Yeah. Throw maybe Cam in there just to make it a little more spicy.
You giving up Rui, D'Lo, and Cam. You getting Drew.
Yeah, because really D'Lo got to go too, because you got little baby Kobe on the bench that was looking crazy in the summer league. You see that dude, Max Christie?
No, I ain't seen him.
He looked just like they just keep showing pictures where he just like a light skinned Kobe.
Is he good? I don't care what he looked like.
He was nice in the summer league, but I mean that's summer league too. It's a lot of summer league champions that go the rest of their career being trash.
I got the ring though.
True. Yeah. NBA is back. Can you believe the first NBA game is in, what is that, a week from now? The 5th.
That's preseason, right?
Yep. Next Thursday is the first NBA action.
Like first, like
it's
like
fall.
First game, like preseason.
First preseason game. But I count that.
Nah, I don't, because they ain't gonna be playing. The first game kickoff like last week of October, first, like somewhere around November. I know somewhere around. No, because I remember they used to do Halloween games.
Let me see. First NBA game is not of all time. What the fuck? 1939.
Right.
October 24th. So yeah. That last week.
So was that? Wow. Who kicks it off?
I think it's a bunch of games.
Makes sense.
Let me see. It is I can't tell. I cannot tell from this picture what this. Oh, okay. Tuesday, Lakers Nuggets, Suns Warriors. The next day is Celtics Knicks, Mavericks Spurs. Yeah, it's just a week of like the playoff matchups
Oh
redone.
yeah, that's Lakers Nuggets. Like
Yeah.
if they get the if then you got Nuggets. Well, then you said Suns and Warriors,
Suns Warriors gonna be cool.
and you know everybody gonna tune in with it. That's the same day too,
Yep. Thursday night.
and we're gonna have to flip back and forth through that because they both West. Is
Now one's at 7:30, one's at 10.
okay.
Well,
So
I
one's
guess
on.
for us it would be 6:30 and 9.
Okay.
But it's gonna be nice. This is gonna make the podcast. It's gonna be a lot to talk about. Basketball is back, man. I'm ready.
Basketball with football, boy, I ain't gonna know what to do.
I thought about I thought about that. I was like, bro, what? That's gonna be a lot. We might have to bring somebody else in just to take some of the basketball pressure off a little bit.
Right? It's just like
I thought
I
about
watch
that
it,
shit,
but
bro.
Lord,
I thought about that. We'll talk about that off air.
yeah.
But since let's get off of basketball because you're not ready yet. NBA season is 3 weeks away. Well, almost 4. But there's other big. I couldn't even transition into it with a straight face. There's other big time news happening in the NFL right now. Can you guess what it is? I did the wrong ear. That's right, kids. Taylor Swift was at the Chiefs game. Yay. Good job. But no, Taylor Swift was at the Chiefs game, supporting her new boo. Do you have any thoughts on it?
I've been saying this all week since they've been. Listen, if you actually watched that game, if you took a shot every time they mentioned or showed Taylor Swift,
you'd be dead.
You probably called in.
You'd be
Monday.
dead. Like, you'd have alcohol poisoning.
It's like, and then what? One of the sports analysts at the end of the game asked Patrick Mahomes, "How's it feel to probably not be the most popular person in Arrowhead?" It's just like, excuse me, like, did you just say that to Pat because of Taylor Swift? And like, like,
she not that they weren't wrong. Taylor Swift got 300 million followers on Instagram. Like, she's white Beyonce.
Yeah, no, I know. But I'm just saying, like, just the numbers Travis Kelce got just because she was with him.
It's crazy.
It was crazy. Like his jersey sales went up 400%.
Fucking quadrupled.
It's like, huh? 400%. What's the math on that?
Over 250,000 on followers. Like, yeah, he went crazy.
They say he was past like 330,000 followers on Instagram.
His jersey sales went top 5. That's how much it went up.
Podcast #1 on Apple.
I knew that was coming.
They said the Chiefs was getting searched 3 times more than they did. It was just crazy. I'm like,
it's pandemonium, man. All the Swifties out there, all the 15-year-old girls.
69. It was a I forgot how big it was, but they said I forgot how 4 times or 10 times much, somewhere in that range. Like search from females, from 18 to 49.
It's so crazy that games started selling out. Like some of the games that nobody want to go to start selling out
because they think she's just gonna be there.
Because they think she's gonna be at Arrowhead more. It's like, bro, what? It's crazy. But I understand.
Even if she's there, what are you gonna do? Like,
see her.
Like, I was at the
you there with her.
I mean,
I was there when Taylor Swift was there. That's all. It's young white women. Let's be honest. Young white women are extremely excited, and they just want to be near Taylor Swift. That's it. It's like Michael Jackson in the 80s, bro. Like, motherfuckers is passing out all types of. Did you see the video? They think that they snuck her out in a popcorn machine. They stuffed her in like a little fucking like metal container that holds a bunch of popcorn. They think that they put her in there and rolled this shit out of the stadium with her in it because
But
people were just standing outside of the booth, just like waiting, like, oh my God, Taylor Swift
didn't
is in
she
there.
walk in? She walked in. She walked out with Travis though.
Yeah. Well, then I guess they just they rolled her to the locker room. They just rolled her ass to the locker room in a popcorn machine.
I seen a post of some dude. Some dude said, "Go ahead and make yourself useful and perform at halftime."
Man,
it's
crazy,
since you in
bro.
Kansas City, go ahead and do it.
Here's the disrespectful part, not for me, but she did that the day after Usher announced that he was gonna be performing at the Super Bowl. That was like Friday or Saturday, and then Taylor Swift showed up Sunday.
Usher has a residency in Vegas though, so he performs down there.
That made perfect sense. It made so much sense in the world.
Just get Usher; he lives here
now. Let me speak to both of these real quick, right? Let me speak to the white people out there. Get off Usher dick. I can't say it no other way. Get over it, bro. It's not gonna be fucking it's not gonna be the Rolling Stones out there. It's not gonna be Bruce Springsteen. Sorry. We done with that. That's not happening no more. Those guys are 80 years old. It ain't finna be, if anybody else do it, it's gonna have to be Taylor Swift. But you're gonna have to pay her to do it. It ain't no,
she'd be the first artist to get paid to do it.
Yeah, like you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. Who else gonna, like, if you wanna have this type of action, look what's going on right now. Look what happened to Travis Kelce. This was the most watched game of the year just because Taylor Swift was there. Just because 15, 16, 21-year-old white women are watching football because Taylor Swift is at the damn game. It's ridiculous. It's pandemonium. The next week game, I don't think we have a home. Do we play?
No, it's Sunday night Jets.
People think she might be there because this is the last week before she goes on the international tour.
Yeah. Like, that's the same thing I was saying. I was like, shit, she might end up showing up to the Jets game.
Please don't do that, because that game don't deserve to be the most watched game. If Aaron Rodgers was there, sure. If you had Pat, Kelce, Rodgers, and then Taylor Swift in the house, okay, now I get it. But like you started off the pod the perfect way for this segment. You got Zach Wilson in there, man. Quit playing. Like, don't do this. Don't come, Taylor. Come to a better game. Any other game where we play
any other game. Come to the Dolphins game, and if she going on tour, how long you gonna be able to go to the Dolphins game?
Is she gonna be in Germany the same time? I don't know. I have to know. I can't resist, bro. What is that?
Go to Germany.
That's week
9. Week 9. It's right before our bye.
I'm just gonna look up the date. Because that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I didn't even think about this till just now. Like, of course. It's November 5th. Let's see where Taylor Swift.
Week 9 is like the end of November. I mean, end of October.
Yeah, this is November 5th. That's when the game is.
When her Europe tour ends.
No. That's when the Chiefs game is. The Chiefs Dolphins is November 5th.
Oh, okay.
Oh, let's see. Taylor Swift. Well, what do you know? It don't start till November 9th.
Yeah.
She's gonna be there.
She's about to be at the Dolphins game. That'll
be crazy. Do. Show up out the country. Oh man.
Come on, let's go ahead and be the first people that put that take out there so everybody know we did it first.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift at the Germany game, November 5th.
We called it here first. When you see it again, after all the speculation, did they break up already? Why has she not been at any of the other games? This is the only time she had watch. Just watch.
Taylor Swift, November 5th, Chiefs Dolphins, must see TV already, because Chiefs and Dolphins, that's gonna be for the tiebreaker for the 1 seed. Because they gonna go in there probably not 8-0. We're gonna go in there 7-1. 1 seed's on the line. Winner gets the tiebreaker. Taylor Swift's there to watch it.
Oh, geez, my phone ring. Okay. Now, hold on. Before we get off Taylor Swift, after we just gave that take, I have to ask you about the other side of this that been circulating. I feel like that doesn't sound right for some reason. Circulating around the internet streets. A lot of people are wondering, and I would love your thoughts, and then I'll give my thoughts. Really, I'm just setting you up so I can give my thoughts. But to be honest, do you think that that Travis Kelce has downgraded? Because that's been a theme floating around the internet that he's downgraded and he's not invited to the cookout anymore. And me and you know what that means. If you don't know what that means, then I don't even know how you even found this podcast. I don't even know how you found this if you don't understand what that means.
Oh man. But downgrade as in looks?
As just okay, period.
Yeah. He downgraded in looks, but he also found, listen, what people don't understand, like one, if I'm not mistaken, there was reports saying that Travis Kelce was cheap and he wanted to go 50-50 with his girl and things like that.
Thank you for knowing
he got the he got the ultimate girl to where 50-50 don't matter to her. She's worth $800 million or somewhere near that.
That boy came up.
Downgrading looks, okay, if you want to say that, looks is beauty is the eye of the beholder. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, somebody might look good to everybody, but it's just like, and then we don't know, like, they said there's actually reports that came out Travis Kelce had a crush on her years ago. Yeah. His videos leaking.
I've seen that video going around.
So it's just like, I don't know. Like, and it's Taylor Swift. They the same age. He probably grew up listening to her while he was in college.
Oh, I bet.
Trying to become a superstar, and she was already one. Mm-hmm. So like most men will do, use their platform to get the girl they want.
Now here, let me hit a ISO real quick. Because there's been on top of that, there has been the cookout aspect. That's the nice way. I'm going to say it that way, right?
Yeah.
I just want to point out, Travis Kelce is a white man.
Exactly.
That's why I didn't say his mama white, his daddy white, his brother's white, his brother's children are white. Everything surrounding this man, except his friends and his ex-girlfriend, are white people. This is a white person. He can date a white woman. The same logic that people are using, the same people that are using the logic that, he basically turned his back on black people. Why didn't we do that to the girlfriend? She dated a white man. Why is that even a talking point? Just because one woman got ass and is cute, and the other one don't. I think we all of a sudden got to do this to him, where we just making it seem like he don't fuck with black people no more. Like, what are we doing? Why is that even a thing?
And you know what it really is for me? I really think it is because not only did he date a white girl, he dated the whitest of the white girls.
Somebody said that black women are just talking crazy about him because they mad they lost their sour cream king. And I thought that was hilarious.
But it's just like, it's just like,
it's stupid, man. Love who you want to love, man.
Exactly. Like,
it should be about love and caring and like connection.
But also, it's and then with two superstars like that, it's also might be business. Like, we don't know what it is. Like, you see, he got more money because
you want to do secret time. I bet you this whole thing is based on business. Because look at the business. The NFL business is up. The Travis Kelce business is up. Taylor Swift business is getting more active.
And this might be
constantly.
And this might be a way for the NFL to get more tickets sold in a Europe game.
Because guess who doesn't watch or go to football games? Young white women.
Exactly. But guess what? We're going to be in Europe where a lot of them are.
Oh, a whole lot of them.
And they all love Taylor Swift. That's the
they
one
would
thing
love
you
to see a blonde, blue-eyed. We're talking about Germany. You don't think they would love to see a tall, blonde, blue-eyed white woman with a guitar and this white Nazi mustache-looking dude Oh, of course. Of course. Now, the more we talk about this, the more this is so perfect. They look like like Hitler's wet dream of a couple. Like, you know what I mean? And that's Travis Kelce, my boy. But come on now, it's marketing. It's the perfect marketing. That's why it's going so crazy. That's why people are so active with it and talking about it and pushing all this. It's because it's just the perfect thing. That was just the universe, bro. Telling them, hey, you gotta cool down.
Like y'all get
Relax.
Y'all gonna go on a big rant about this shit
and chill. Yeah, you already went 30 minutes. Just relax a little bit. Talk about some football. But since we're on the Chiefs, let's just get off of this crapshoot of a thing going on, right? This is not a lifestyle social commentary podcast, but it's inevitable. You're gonna dabble into it with the stories that happen in the NFL and stuff. So or basketball, whatever. It's gonna happen. And there you go. It's hard to avoid the Taylor Swift thing. But
man,
we're talking about the Chiefs. You told me that you had some type of thoughts on what you was thinking about the Chiefs wide receivers plan should be or could be.
Yeah. Should be. Yeah. So it's been a lot of theories, but I think some of them should come out. So a lot of young receivers, none of them's really taking money out of our cap. Just freed up about $3 million from the Mahomes restructure for in-season moves. So that gave me a little thing like, Brett Veach always got something up his sleeve. You don't know what the in-season move gonna be, but
scheming.
It could be something up. He scheme a lot. Like, so I think they really trying to, everybody's calling for, go get a receiver. I want a receiver too. Last game they get against the Bears, young receivers started getting working. Rashid Rice started doing more juju type things, coming up the middle and things like that. Scott Moore got his catches. MVS and Justin Watson do what they do most, catch one or two long balls a game. So, but they do need, besides Kelce, somebody who could get 8 catches, 6 catches. Yeah, can we get 6 catches from one person? Right. Not 10 catches from everybody, but like 10 different 10 receivers people catching the ball.
One ball. Yeah.
Like, I get it. So we need a receiver that other teams lock in on a little bit. As in, like,
well, who are you gonna get for $3 million? Or do we gotta trade?
But we don't. I'm sure we would trade, but I don't think the $3 million is the only thing we got left. It just freed up $3 more million that we could use.
Well, now we were strapped down to the last like $1 or $2 million before that move. It was tight.
Yeah, but the way they do these deals, just because you got $4 million in your salary cap, that's why we're trying to figure out. You move it around. That's why we're trying to put most of it guaranteed and do all this other stuff. Yeah. But how much that's what I was thinking. How much did Mike Williams, how much is on his contract left?
Mike Williams.
I mean, not Mike Williams.
I'm about to say
Evans. Mike Williams is hurt. Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, he not going nowhere now.
But he a free agent.
Yeah. They told him, now. They said we not re-signing him after this season. They already said that. They came out and just told on it.
Why not trade him why not trade him? Get something for it and/or see what your years next year gonna look like without him.
Yeah.
Like, and then Mike Evans deserved to get sent to a contender team. Like, dude, like 7 straight 1,000-yard seasons for y'all. Crazy. Like, the record, it's a record. Like, people don't. He doesn't have a season under 1,000 yards receiving.
Yeah, that's
in his career.
That is wild. But I guess the only thing is, okay, so if you take Mike Evans out, who else could we even? I don't even know who else is really would be available.
I feel like Goodwin would be available. I feel like that'll probably go deeper into our other take about Caleb Williams, but I do think Justin Jefferson might be. But I also think I like that take with Caleb Williams going to the Vikings because they also are 0-3, so they look like they could get down to the top picks of the draft type thing.
Yeah, especially they probably sit Kirk down at some point. You go 0-4, it's time. Y'all got to just sit him down and just lose the rest of y'all games,
or send him to the Jets, like we said before.
You can't.
But
Now hold on. Before I don't want. Let me give my little take right here. Kirk Cousins cannot go to the Jets. I know. I hear that over and over again.
I said it
he
first.
Can't go to the Jets. Kirk Cousins can't. The main reason Kirk Cousins can't go to the Jets. Well, it's two reasons, right? Reason number one is Vikings Packers are mortal enemies. You still got Aaron Rodgers on the books for next year. You can't bring Kirk. What happens if you bring Kirk Cousins in and he's awesome, and they go win a Super Bowl? Now you got to bring Aaron Rodgers back.
Yeah, but they not
year.
winning. The thing about it is,
but imagine if they did.
They're not winning.
If they go to the AFC Championship game.
Now
it's
with that
that
defense is more sketchy than what people think.
Oh, of course. But I'm saying imagine Kirk Cousins comes in and goes crazy, right? Because he would have more to work with right now. Like, okay, who's the number 2 receiver on the Vikings?
But all they gonna do is all they gotta do is sign to a 1-year deal.
Oh,
the rest of this year,
but you can't do that. If he's good, you can't do that because as soon as Aaron Rodgers comes back next year, people are gonna. And if Aaron Rodgers plays okay, we're gonna be like, oh, we should have just kept Kirk Cousins. You can't win as the coach, the GM, the owner. That's a no-win situation. That's why they keep going with.
But
Zach
they need
Wilson.
to win because So then what? Did it hope Aaron Rodgers come back 100%, and then we what? A mid-major team?
Yeah,
and then not playing for Shador.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. That's what you're doing.
So like we're gonna tank this year. Hope Aaron Rodgers come back. If he do, we probably gonna sorry, but do like and then Shador Shador? It was like now it's just
or Penix or whatever, yeah. Are you talking about next year?
Yeah, I'm talking about next year. So it's just like because Penix coming out this year.
Yeah, Penix is coming out this year. But let's get back to the Chiefs. That was just an offshoot of the Vikings. But who else is there? Because I don't see Veach taking Rashee Rice, Sky Moore. I don't see us like we went and traded for Tony. We drafted Sky Moore. We drafted Rashee. I don't see Veach going out and trade for somebody else. Another
that's
receiver.
Why I say like if we don't go trade for it, I guarantee you, our first pick in the draft will be a receiver.
I mean, unless I think they.
You know how many receivers is coming out? Like it's so quarterback. It's so quarterback heavy. The only receiver I feel like that's gonna get picked in like maybe top 5, top 10 because it's so quarterback heavy is Marvin Harrison Jr.
Marvin Harrison Jr. He's the best player in the draft, really.
So it's just like after that, you're gonna be quarterback. It's teams that need O linemen. Yeah. So by the time we get down to us, we're gonna have to pick a litter of at least one receiver, maybe like the top 6.
Yeah, but I just don't.
And then
see,
then you got Worthy from Texas, which I think we're gonna pick Worthy from Texas. But then you got Coleman from Florida State.
What's the receiver from USC, bro?
Oh, number 1, he a freshman.
Yeah, he a freshman.
Yeah, he a freshman.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He gonna be super.
Yeah,
nice.
If I'm not mistaken, he a freshman.
Oh, because I keep watching him and being like,
you got 2 receivers from Colorado that could come out in the first round with
Jimmy Horn and
I know
Weaver. About. Yeah, Weaver. Yeah.
So
I don't know. I see what you're saying. I just don't.
I just feel like
we have to do something. I understand that. I get that. Like I see the draft making more sense than a trade right now because I don't know who. But
we gotta go offense. We went defense heavy so much the last 2-3 years. Our youngest defense in the league. We gonna use money to pay them because a lot of them need to get paid now. O-line, I think Creed Humphrey's coming up and maybe Smith. So they probably spend money on the O-line first to solidify like Pat Mahomes got protection for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
And then you got people like I don't think Willie Gay. That's why we went and got Tranquil. I don't think Gay will be here next year.
So then we're talking about you're gonna need another linebacker then because Chanel can't cover. And then Willie Gay's been gone. He's been all right.
Yeah, but said Chanel. It was Chanel.
Chanel,
He's
whatever.
been,
Yeah,
but we gotta. What's that backup linebacker? Our
what?
linebacker group is crazy. That's what I'm saying. They fat. Like Tranquil can.
Yeah, Tranquil is your cover line. He's your nickel dime
Yeah,
linebacker.
but right.
He really. That's what I was saying when we was talking about the first time. He's really a safety build. There's a lot of those guys in the league now, though. He's the safety build middle linebacker style guy who's you really just out there to cover more than do anything else. Just kind of
He
call the
he.
defense and go hold somebody.
Yeah, because I mean, they saying right now because Bolton didn't play last game and don't look like he didn't practice today.
But it was the
So
Bears too. We did
yeah,
play the
but
Bears.
and I think they also gonna sit him out for the Jets as well. They're like, we're
I
gonna
can see
let you
that.
get healthy. I can see them sitting Nick Bolton out for the Jets. So I mean, defenses. Joshua Williams was a rookie last year. Watson rookie last year. Sneed. I want us to re-sign Sneed, but if he take a deal, yeah, but I don't think we're gonna re-sign him.
No, he probably gone. Bro,
He's
we gotta sign Bolton,
right.
Creed, Trey. We gotta make a decision, I think, on MVS.
No, he's not coming back. That's what I'm saying.
Like
He's
it's a
not coming
lot.
back. MVS probably not coming back.
But I think you're probably right. It just hurts to say, damn, we still need another receiver because it's supposed to be Kadarius Toney. If Kadarius Toney was the number one, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But we have to because he's been so
I feel like they
bad.
need to. I feel like they need to, like against the Bears and the Jets. They need to put Justin Ross out there more and see what he can do against at least teams like that.
But see, this the problem with Justin Ross is he's not a number one just because he
He's six
doesn't.
four.
No. It's not just because he's 6'4", because like you said, Mike Evans is 6'5". That ain't. It's the fact that he doesn't run the full route tree. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he really he's running a go or a post, and that's pretty much all he out there running. He ain't really running.
He can run some. He
Nothing
run
else.
hitches a lot.
Yeah,
He
a
run
hitch. Yeah,
hitches.
but that's that
Yeah,
same
big
thing.
body.
Like just big body. That's all he got is the big body routes. The go up and get him routes. That's it. And he's not particularly fast. So I think that combination of stuff, like it's
Line him
he
up
can't be a
inside.
number
Line
one.
him up inside and tell him to just sit in the zones
That'd
and
be
use your
nice
hands.
if he wasn't 114 pounds.
Listen,
I wouldn't trust that either. He got a
Wait,
neck issue.
I've seen smaller receivers do more in the middle back in the day.
That's true. That's true.
And they was hitting.
They've been saying that. I heard somewhere that that's kind of why Sky Moore has been a little sketchy because he's scared to get hit. So that's why they giving him all the stuff over the middle and he ain't doing nothing with it because he's scared. That he just playing scared.
True story. On my way to Nationals a year ago for flag football, got off the plane to get in Chicago. It was after I forgot which game it was.
MVS has another year, by the way, so his contract ain't up till next year. But yeah, he was getting off the plane.
Yeah, in Chicago. Bro, I double take Sky Moore right behind me. This is rookie year, last year.
Word.
Yeah. I'm like, ain't nobody saying that. I'm just looking back. I'm like, wait.
You're like, that's Sky Moore.
I'm like, you Sky Moore? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, hey, bro, you know you ain't got no you got to get off this year. Ain't no reason. Like, no hill, no nothing. He's like, yeah, you know, man, yeah, I got you. But like, he really small. He really in person. Like, when I'm talking. No, he's not 5'10".
So he like
I'm 5'10".
He's 5'8".
He's like 5'8", 5'8.5" maybe, but yeah, no, he not no 5'10".
I heard some through people talking about you, people that break down film, Sky, and they were saying that you be pulling up on your routes and you out there running scared over the middle of the field, and that's why they ain't been running you. That's why Rashee Rice taking the spot right now. If you notice, it should be Sky Moore running the Juju routes, but it's Rashee Rice.
They putting Sky Moore on the outside more.
They putting Sky Moore is he McCole. That's what I was gonna say. Is that's what we've done. Is
But he ain't even getting the jet sweeps because
that's
Rasheed
the other
Rice was
part.
getting them.
Because he's scared to get hit. He's scared to get hit. So I can't run you on nothing inside. I can't run you on the end arounds or the sweeps. What am I supposed to do with you?
Tell you just to go fast down the field.
Go.
Just go. Just go.
What's my route? Go.
And then if you see Mahomes get out the pocket, make something
come back. That's it. Come back and try. But yeah, it's the receiver stuff is it's not good. It's just Sky Moore. We whiffed. Can't. It's one of them things like I don't want to do the same thing we did with McCole. We spent what 4 or 5 years with McCole being like, if once he figures out how to run routes, he gonna be dangerous. Like that's cool. Yeah. 5 years later, he still don't know how to run routes. 5th, 6th year in the league. I think there's just certain things that, if as a receiver coming into the NFL, if you can't do, you're not finna learn how to do. Yeah, if you're scared to get hit, you're not finna learn how to not be scared to get hit. If you can't run routes, if you can't run crisp routes, I don't think that you just get.
But you ain't got to run crisp routes. Just run the routes. Like if you fast, people gonna give up some routes to you just because you fast.
But he's not that fast. That's why we keep doing. That's why I think the reason we're having this conversation right now is because Veach and Andy Reid love these weird, off kilter type of receivers. Back when we was working together, how many times did I say get Pat a big body guy? I don't care if he run a 4.8, get him somebody who's 6'3", 6'5" that can go up and get a jump ball because that's one of the best balls that he throws. Or how he does the Kelce, where he can put it right on your chest. You use your body, shield a guy off, and just fight for shit over the middle, but they won't do it. They keep signing a guy like Sky Moore who runs a 4.6 and is 5'8". And can't run routes, and it's like, why do we keep doing this?
Most of our arguments was Alex Smith.
No, you're right. But it's not, but it's the same. It's just you have to. To me, that's the thing. Like you got to get Pat. I think somebody perfect. The two, what I thought would have been perfect, and obviously they both worked out, which makes me even more sad. Is go up. They should have went up and got Olave. Or they should have went up and got Jameson Williams. And we wouldn't even be having this conversation no more.
Yeah, and they also should have got Swift over Clyde Edwards-Helaire, which I told people all the damn time. Like, ain't no way no running backs has been selected, and the first one is Clyde, and Swift is still on the board, which fits our offense.
Yeah. I'll shoot Clyde the little bit of bail of he's extremely technically sound as a running back. He gonna hit the hole and he gonna hit it when he's supposed to.
If the route if the play say go through the A gap, guess where Clyde going? He gonna force his way in the A gap.
He going through the A, no matter what though.
No, exactly. Like
no matter what.
This is where the play's supposed to take me. They're supposed to block where this hole is open, right? Like don't have like the good running backs make something happen out of the actual play not being there. That's why we used to see people jump step in the back of the and turn the way. I just don't understand. Like,
see, let's
you.
Well, go ahead.
I just don't understand. Has he ever not kick return? Because that's like the easiest. Like,
how can he? Bro, he run a 4.7. He run a 4.6, 4.7, and he's 5'6". No,
I feel like I hit holes better in Madden than he do. Like I could than he do in real life. Like, and it's crazy. I played running back before, so I know. So it ain't like I'm just talking shit. Like I've played running back. It's like no.
But that's what I mean by we keep taking this weird off kilter odd talent. Like Rasheed Rice is even still kind of like that because he 6'2". He ran like a 4.5, 4.6, and then it's like he basically he can't be man coverage just because he's not like a really good athlete.
So route runner. He's not a good route runner because Jerry Rice ran like a 4.7, 4.8.
Ran a 4.8, yeah. But that's what I mean. Is like you can't be. We got a guy who is 6'1", 6'2" ish, somewhere around there, 200 pounds, big dude. He's big dude. but just can't separate, can't get open, and couldn't do it in college. So then you're like, okay, so we took him. Why? Oh, because one day he might be able to develop into like
Juju.
Yeah. He's the exact body type. He can do the exact. He's got the same skill set. He could have the same skill set in a couple years, and that's what we just keep getting at over and over. Like Kadarius is supposed to be Tyreek. He could be Tyreek-esque in a few years, or he could stay this exact same player.
Where sprained toes take you out the game,
Bruh.
or some shit like that. It's just like I'm like, ain't no way. I'm sitting here trying to figure out if you're gonna play or not because of sprained big toe, bro. Like, if you don't get your ass out there on that field, like, stop playing with me.
It's sad. Like, see, now you're making me sad about the future, bro. About the Chiefs' future. No, right now, we're playing good. It's good.
Yeah, I mean,
everything's good right
now. Yeah, everything good. I'm not saying like that, but I'm just saying like, Veach is in what they say. In Veach, we trust.
Yeah, I trust Veach with everything except skill players so far. Because who's the skill player that we drafted? That's good. Who that Veach drafted? That's good.
Oh, that Veach. I'm gonna say because we drafted Tyreek Hill. Was Veach here with that?
No.
Who was that? Pioli? Not Pioli.
That was John Dorsey.
Dorsey. There we go.
Because that was like 2015.
It's been a minute for him. Yeah.
Travis Kelce was 2013.
I mean, yeah. It wasn't. I know. I knew
Veach didn't come till I think 16 or 17.
So you're talking about
unless I'm tripping. I could be tripping, but I'm pretty sure.
No, you sound about right though, to be honest. Draft?
No, I guess it was 13. Veach? Oh no. 2017 was when he became GM.
But he was there.
He was a personnel analyst and co-director of player personnel.
Oh, well, so basically he had a hand in a lot of that shit too.
Kind of, I guess, yeah.
And that's why they put him in GM. He was the personnel analyst.
Since he started pulling the trigger and making the decisions on players, who's the skill player that he brought in that was good that we drafted? It ain't none.
So you said
Pacheco.
2017?
Pacheco.
I was like, Pacheco was probably his best one. That's
it.
Round pick. But we went defense. We went defense heavy a lot of those years too, because remember Pat Mahomes didn't never have the top defense.
Yeah, and we imported a lot of the skill players.
And we was getting a lot of veterans, and we already had Tyreek Hill and stuff, so we wasn't really going receiver heavy, skill player heavy, because we had all them.
Did we draft Demarcus Robinson? No, right?
No, the Ravens did. I thought.
That's what I thought. So we didn't even draft Demarcus Robinson. That's what I'm just thinking about it. No, we did.
Oh, he went to the Ravens after us. What round was DeMarcus?
4th round pick.
Is he still in the league?
Yeah, it says he's on the Rams.
Huh?
Yeah.
He might as well just go ahead and come back here.
I know. When we let him go, he went to the Raiders and he didn't make it through the season.
Well, he went to the Ravens too, though. I thought.
Yeah, it says he went to the Raiders, Ravens, and he's on the Rams this year.
Damn. So Pat got all these men contracts and they couldn't hold up their other end. They was like, "Why didn't you play like this with the Chiefs?" It was like, "Huh? Look at McCole. Look at Demarcus Robinson.
They not even playing. Like, that's crazy to think about. Without Pat, y'all don't even play. Juju ain't even playing.
Like, barely. What about was Chris Conley Pat Mahomes receiver too?
Yeah. Yes.
Because man, he got that good contract with the Jags too.
For 1 year?
That was his contract year, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
So, yeah, we drafted him in the 3rd round of the 2015 draft. We drafted what?
Yeah, Chris Conley.
We drafted Chris Conley and Demarcus Robinson in the same draft? What? That don't even see. That was before Veach. But this shit is you making me frustrated about about this shit, because it's the one spot we need. Pat needs receivers, and we cannot figure the receivers out, and it's so crazy to think like this is Andy Reid. And I was listening to somewhere, they was like, they went through all of Andy Reid's receivers, and they were basically like, if you take out Tyreek and T.O., everybody else is just like blah.
Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson was the one person that he
What
drafted. That was
Jeremy
the only
Maclin?
one. I don't even
Maclin
remember.
got drafted by the Eagles.
I don't remember. But did Jerry?
Yeah, Maclin got drafted by the end, and with his time with the Eagles was decent.
It was cool.
I mean, Andy Reid real good at finding running backs and developing quarterbacks.
Yeah. All this shit is
He's always had good tight ends.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's where he started, was tight end coach.
But he didn't coach everything. Tight ends, O-line, quarterbacks, because he was Brett Favre's quarterback coach, if I'm not mistaken.
I think literally how you just said it was exactly how he moved up. Was tight end, O-line, quarterback coach, off OC, head coach. Just straight boom, 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 boom. But let's get off the Chiefs, because you making me depressed about the next couple years and what we're gonna be looking at, unless somehow the guys.
I guess winning Super Bowls is depressing because you do it so much.
Not depressed. It's not depressing. It's just like Pat just got to do everything. It's crazy. But I'm just gonna jump straight. Bad segue. So I have here on the on the list it's 3 teams.
Right.
And I sent you this because I thought it was hilarious. So there's three teams that won last week that I personally think you'd feel awful about winning. You won, but you feel really bad about your win. Now I want to know, who do you think either feels worse or had a worse win out of the Chargers, who beat the Vikings with a pick from Kirk Cousins at the goal line, the Bengals, who barely beat, they got, the Rams got a late touchdown to cover and everything, but it was still pretty close the entire game, and Joe Burrow looked trash after the first couple series. Or the Patriots, who almost lost to Zach Wilson. If Zach Wilson was even half a percentage better than he is, they probably win that game. They were they almost got a Hail Mary or something crazy.
Yes, I know. I seen that. You remember I was watching that game.
Yeah. So who do you think had the worst win?
You know what I'm about to say, right?
I don't. Because I feel like it could go either way.
Obviously, it was the Patriots.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I did just
okay. Because it's so bad.
Like 10 to 15. Y'all got the only reason why y'all got up, if I'm not mistaken, during that game is because I left and came back. The Patriots had 12 points because Zach Wilson took a sack in the end zone for a safety.
That's right.
I'm like, what is going? I just don't understand it. I don't understand anything the Jets are doing right now. I think they're confused. Aaron Rodgers took a shot. That Aaron Rodgers injury just entered. The energy's gone and for the Jets. I just don't know what else to say.
They starting the reports are starting to come up that the players are getting angry
because Salah keep going out there talking about how he supports Zach Wilson. Everybody's like, dude got 5 picks in 2 games. I don't understand.
It's not good. I think. But what are you supposed to do? But it's like I said, okay, you go get a quarterback, and that quarterback comes in and saves the season. What happens the next year? That quarterback is the backup. Now you have a Nick Foles, Carson Wentz situation. But if Rodgers plays bad, then what?
I don't think it's at this point. Who cares about what next season is about to entail? You got to save your job.
Your team is young. That's the problem. The team is young.
Okay, so do it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bring in anybody's better than Zach Wilson. Anybody.
but hold on.
So if you don't bring in Kirk Cousins, at least I would rather. What's wrong with Carson Wentz? Trevor Siemian? You might as well just stay with Zach Wilson.
That's
like,
what I mean.
like, so it's
That's
just
my
like,
point though. Is you got to stay with him just
but
because you should he shouldn't be on the team. That's the real problem. He should
neither
not be
of
on the
them.
team. Like that's the whole thing to me is like there's no reason that Zach Wilson is still even on the team. Period.
I
But
don't even
that's
think
where
he's
we
a
at. But let's. So you say the Patriots had the worst
Mac, and then yes, and because Mac Jones is he's on verge of being incompetent to be a quarterback in the NFL. Like I don't know how many dirty plays he has to do before he get his ass knocked out. Like
No, the dick grab and twist is fucking crazy. You
dude
can't
is,
grab another. You can't hit
and
another
you better be
man
glad that's all he
nuts like
did.
that. Yeah, you lucky it wasn't
Like
no defensive lineman or nothing. He knew not to play with nobody too big. He went and grabbed Sauce Gardner, who he felt like he could do something to, or not get horrifically injured.
yeah, but I'm just like, but he Patriots good defense, offense. Nobody's scared of it.
So I don't
If
have
your
the
bet,
stats in front of me, but it's something crazy that I've seen that Mac Jones and Jalen Hurts passing statistics are almost identical. Isn't that crazy? But we
yeah,
don't
I
say
mean,
nothing about Jalen Hurts not being able to throw the ball anymore. But everybody's ready to throw
no,
away
well,
Mac Jones.
when we got to our next one, I was definitely gonna say that. We're the
What?
best team in NFC. When we got to the best team in NFC, that's the
Oh,
reason why the Eagles is not the best team in NFC.
well, that's a good segue. I'll just tell you I still had the Chargers being the worst win just because it happens to them so often. And I said
Yeah.
said something about this about Dak in the last episode on Sunday that like I think certain things I think the same way the Chiefs and Pat have this kind of thing where it's like, oh, we just get to pat the ball with fucking 25 seconds left and we can still it's fine. You know what I mean? Where we've just done it so many times. There's just a
Right.
pathway burned in our brain of like, all we
We
gotta
know
do
what
is
to
get him
do.
the ball back. Just give him the ball back. And we've seen him do it time and time and time again, step up and win games. I think for the Chargers, you have the exact opposite, where it's time and time again, they've lost the same way on 2-minute drills. On their defense just coughs the game up. Now part of me leans towards that the defense is getting sold out a little bit because I think part of this is that Justin Herbert, I think this is the argument because people are always trying to defend Herbert. But I think you do have it both ways where Herbert might be too good specifically at the 2-minute drill where it's affecting the team badly. Like the was it the Vikings game? I think it was the Vikings game where it was like 4 minutes left. And he literally went 10 yards, 15 yards, 7 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, touchdown, and burned like a minute and a half off. And it was like, all right, here's the ball back. You know what I mean? Here's the ball back with fucking 3 minutes left now. You know, like I think that happens a lot too, where it's just Herbert and them on the offensive end just can move so fast and can be so explosive that sometimes you put in the deep. Here's the ball back. You have to go make a stop, but it's 3 minutes left, and they could run the ball if they want to. That's how much time is left. If they want to run the ball, they can. Like I feel like they never ever squeeze the air out the ball in these like end of game things. I think that's what happened with Jacksonville. Is you still you up, but you still
28.
Yeah, you up 28, but you still throwing the ball, you still pressing and still like trying to move down the field and score instead of just okay, you throw one pick, cool, run Eckler. You know what I mean? But it's like, no, we've got all these receivers. We got Justin Herbert. We're going to keep just doing what we do. And then you throw another pick. Okay, cool. We still, it's 14-28. We just going to, let's keep, okay, now it's another pick. You know what I mean? And then you just get to the point where it's like,
now you got to throw.
Now you have
and now
to.
we know you throwing.
And yeah, and then, okay, now we know. Now we getting stops. Now all of a sudden, you sitting there being like, oh shit, like it's a tie game. Now you're
Man, I was
president.
I was at Worlds watching that game in Florida, and I was just like, what 28-0? I turned the game on. I just got out my games. I said 28. I don't even want to watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
And
I take my shower shit after I get done playing. I come out, I'm like, man, what the hell?
yep.
I'm like, just watching the comeback. I was like, this is out of control. Like,
And I just think that that's to me that's the worst win possible because everybody's still looking around at each other like we almost did it again. And you can't I feel like you can't avoid that as a team because you as a team know. You know what I mean? Y'all know we've done this a million times, just lost it in the fourth quarter. Every fucking big game we play, we lose in the fourth quarter. At the end of the game, something crazy happens. We give up some type of big play and just ruin the shit every single time. So yeah, the fact that y'all almost did it, I know you have to go to the locker room and be like, "Hey, it's cool, we won, but we
that
almost
tight
did
end
that
should
shit
have caught that
again."
pass. If
Yeah,
that
he
tight
should have.
end, if Hawkinson catch that, he
If
scored, y'all lose.
Hawkinson turned around any faster, y'all lost the game because he would have been able to shield him off a little more and probably just caught that shit. Or if they spike the ball and take time. If Justin Jefferson is on the field, there's all these little things where it's like, it took a whole lot for y'all to not lose that game. So it's like, there's no way they feel good about that. Oh, but the Vikings being bad is that shit's sad. So let's go to the NFC. So you feel like the Eagles can't be the best team in the NFC because Jalen Hurts can't throw the ball consistently?
I don't think they're playing like the best. Yeah, I don't think
Oh,
passing
no
has a lot
way.
to do with it. Swift is getting busy a lot more, but I think they're going through that phase the Chiefs went through. You know, the two high safeties. How can we design plays to get our people open type things? You know, we hit that rough patch thing, but the thing is, we got Pat Mahomes and we had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. So at the end of the day, they was gonna find a way. You're talking about one of the top specialists or talents in the NFL with Tyreek Hill ever, and then the greatest tight end, and then possibly we'll see by the end of his career the greatest quarterback.
And
So
nobody ever has questioned whether Pat can throw the ball or not.
right.
That's the other side. Like
So
people, we have to question whether or not Jalen Hurts can actually throw the ball well. Because it was a
right. So
couple. I watched the first quarter of that game of the Bucks game, and it was a little.
yeah, me too.
It was a little sketchy looking. It was a couple balls. You just like, what is
25
he
to
doing?
11, 25 to 11, and only because Baker was being Baker.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's why my number one team got to be the 49ers.
Yeah, same.
I mean,
I think it's hard to argue.
yeah, the weapons around them is crazy. Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, CMC. Defense has always been a top defense for the past 5 years maybe. It's 49ers. So
and
then Brock Purdy
Herbert.
does
Yeah.
Brock Purdy does what a quarterback it kind of reminds you Alex Smith-esque.
I was just gonna say that Brock Purdy, he can't throw the ball either. He's not a great arm talent, but the ball always goes where it's supposed to go.
Right.
Like he puts the ball in harm's way, but it's because he can't throw that well. But he never throws it like where like he always puts the ball where it's supposed to go. Like, where are my reads? He always makes the right read.
Yeah, it's very 49ers Alex Smith-esque type thing.
Yeah.
So it's just like
Just
until
less check down somehow.
Right. Yeah. And then he's won every game
Yeah.
in his career minus the one he started and he got hurt. So they gave him the L only because he started it. Yep. So it's just like, what?
I mean, it's 49ers.
I just don't understand what that like, and I don't even head to head I still don't know what the Cowboys got going on with themselves. Like
now that the Diggs is gone, who do you what to you? What is the perfect? And we don't have to do the whole bracket. What is your perfect NFC championship game this year? Like, what do you want to see the most?
I got I did my whole breakdown, but I mean, as of what I've seen, I got Eagles 49ers. Like that's what I said. I just want to see what Brock Purdy can do at that stage against that defense, because I do think the Eagles still have a good defense. I just don't. But I think the Eagles offense can be sustainable through the NFC playoffs because it's not strong.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I got 49ers, Eagles, Detroit, Saints, Cowboys, Seahawks, Packers. Eagles don't have to play an A+ game until A+ like they actually need to against the Eagles. Like they could go into the Detroit game, defense can play good and offense can run around with a C+ and probably still squeak out that game.
But see, to me,
Like,
I wonder if there's a little, and I feel like I've said paper, rock, scissors probably 700 times the past 2 weeks, but I feel like there's a little paper, rock, scissors aspect with the Eagles, Niners, Cowboys. Like, I think Niners can beat the Cowboys, but I'm not sure if the Cowboys or if the Eagles can just outright. I don't think the Eagles can just mow the Cowboys down. Like that's the only thing to me where.
well, yeah, I don't think they'll mow them. That's
because
what
they
I'm saying.
can
Like,
run it. Because that's the only thing is the Eagles, if they gonna do anything, they gonna run the ball.
but the thing about it is, we don't know what the Cowboys going. We've seen what they look like without Diggs.
Yeah.
So who
But
going?
they
Devontae
rush.
Smith.
Oh yeah, but we don't. But see, that's the thing is that like the Cardinals ran the ball. I mean, Josh Dobbs he did enough, but it's not like he went super crazy or anything like throwing it.
Right, but if you got Swift,
that's the tough part.
And Swift can catch the ball at the backfield. He can run. You got Jalen Hurts who can run. So I was just like, if that's what it is, and if Joshua Dobbs and the Cardinals can take advantage of it, what do you think Swift and Jalen Hurts going to take advantage of?
Yeah, that's tough. The only thing I guess is I think about is if you can get, I think if the Cowboys can get the Eagles in a situation where they have to throw the ball, that's where it gets like, I don't think they can win that game. Like, I'm not saying I trust Dak, but I think if you can put the Cowboys defense in a situation where they are playing the pass over and over again, then now you're giving Micah just like, hey, just pin your ears back and go crazy.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, if you playing the pass against Jalen Hurts, and I know this defense know I'm playing the pass 9 times out of 10. What they gonna do? Rush 4 or 5 because they drop in 7 or something like that.
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts, Micah Parsons
take off
20 yards down the field.
He gonna take off. Yeah, but you better take off though, because that Micah Parsons ain't playing no games with you, so you better take off. But Jalen Hurts ain't been looking great running the ball either this year. He ain't been running it well. He ain't been doing anything really well. But just holding the game together.
That Super Bowl hangover.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's really having it because even watching him run, it's not the same. It's like he don't get to the outside the same. Like he don't get to the edges the same way he used to last year. And when he take off up the middle, I don't even know how to explain it. He runs not scared. It's not he running scared, but he runs like he looking to get down more than he's like trying to really take off right now. And I just wonder what.
Well, you can run like Josh Allen where you're trying to hurdle everybody.
No, I don't want that. No. But I wonder if it's just that where he's just like, it's the beginning of the season. I'm just get down. Like, let me just get a little 3-4 yards, get down. Let me just not get a sack and run out of bounds. You know what I mean? It ain't been a lot of like the same shit we seen last year from him. But so you got Eagles, Niners. I'm still going to throw my trust in the Cowboys over the Eagles this year just because they've looked so shaky in the Arizona game. One of your best players just got hurt. It's a trap game. Next week you play I guess it's 2 weeks from now you play a crazy game. You got Belichick the week after this. You looking past the Cardinals. Right now, I'm going to give them a slight pass for that, and I'm still going to say I want Cowboys, Niners. I want to see that as my NFC matchup. Now, the more interesting matchup, I think regardless, is the AFC matchups because there's so many more combinations you can have that are way better than just one of those three teams.
Yeah. So right, I mean, with the AFC right now, I got Chiefs 1 seed. I got us beating Miami in Germany. 2 Miami, 3 Ravens, 4 Jags, Bills 5, Steelers 6, Chargers 7. So I got the obviously if you go that way, Chiefs versus the Jags because I got Jags beating the Bills in the first round.
What? You got the Jags and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship.
No. That's the first round.
You got 7.
I did the 7. Well, let's take it. At the beginning of the season, I did have Chiefs Jag AFC Championship game, but how week 4 coming in?
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Right now, who would your AFC Championship matchup be if you had to pick?
Chiefs. Right now, it's Chiefs Miami.
Okay. I just want to make sure because you were saying Jags a lot. I'm like,
no, I got the Jags and the Chiefs playing in the divisional round against Miami and the Ravens in the divisional round.
Okay.
And then Chiefs and Miami coming out and Chiefs winning. Chiefs 49ers rematch.
Okay. That's cool. I can see that. I think that would be great to watch right now.
In Vegas.
Yeah. I mean, I have the same thing. So we on the same wavelength with that right now. But yeah, so then Niners Chiefs Super Bowl, they could get us. They might get us. That's the problem.
Our defense is I trust our defense. I ain't never felt this way about a defense since 2014 when we had Tamba and all them, and we had the top defense, but our offense wasn't good.
Now, see, here's the thing that scares me is who do you trust to make a play more? See, and this is why that's a great matchup because it's so even because you got McCaffrey, Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, the backup running back. I forgot who he is, but like, you got all these guys, and then Brock Purdy, and then on the Chiefs side, you got Pat fucking Mahomes, Travis fucking Kelce, and then Sky Moore and
so we gotta what thing about it is that D line gonna have to come.
But I guess who do you trust? Even if our defenses are even, who do you trust to make a play more? No, I'm talking about, but who? To who? To Travis? That's it?
To anybody. I feel like by the Super Bowl by February, I feel like they should be clicked enough.
It's just it's crazy that is a great matchup because Pat can get it to anybody, and all Brock Purdy has to do is just get it to anybody. Yeah, like Pat can get it to anybody, but they all kind of suck. And all Brock Purdy has to do is just throw it to somebody. And you got an all-pro that's on the other end of it. Yeah, just get it out there to him. But that would be a great matchup. The only other part that worries me a little bit is just like, even from just not seeing this matchup, I mean, it's health for both teams because it's just,
it's just power.
We getting dinged up a lot right now, and they always end up getting somebody hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Ayuk
probably,
hurt. I was say Ayuk hurt right now.
Yeah, exactly. But that's probably the best matchup, just pure matchup wise. Because everybody loves Miami right now, but that defense is not.
Yeah, I would say I don't know what that defense gonna give.
The Broncos was moving the ball. I know everybody loves to say
they fumbled a lot.
Yeah, I know they want to keep saying, they put up 70 on them, but they also they let the Broncos move the ball the entire first half. They scored they scored all 20 points in basically the first half, and I think the last couple of them was right at the beginning of the third quarter.
Yeah. Well, when Russell Wilson didn't have bad stats.
No,
he
just
got beat by 50.
Yeah. That sounds so crazy. That sounds so wild. You got beat by 50 that's why people are so hype about it, because like, wow, they scored 70 points. But it's like, yeah, there's some issues though. They only scored 24. It was what, 24-17 when they played the Patriots? The Patriots aren't a good team. They played the Chargers, who should be 0-3 down to the wire.
Yeah.
So it's like there's some things there where it could get weird. Let me see. Yeah, the Chargers are not the Chargers. Damn, why does this not have the score? What the fuck is this? NFL.com? This shit is not good. I'm trying to look and see when they scored. Like, either way, I'm pretty sure they got all their points early, and then it was just like, yeah, but they just keep going down the field and kicking y'all in the teeth. Yeah, okay. Denver had 13 going into the half, and they scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter. So, yeah, it's like y'all let them move the ball the whole first half. I knew I wasn't tripping. They moved the ball pretty well the whole first half. It's just they put up 35. That's you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they was moving, and Denver had a couple drives where they just couldn't get it done, and they just scored every single drive, which is, you know what I mean? It's but that defense can be had. That's what I'm saying. That defense can
the offense. But if you follow the Bill Belichick tape, which I've said again, what the Patriots do, then that was with Waddle.
Yeah,
they had Waddle, and Bill Belichick still held both of them in check.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's what I mean. It's like they can get got, and now the tape is out there. Belichick showed you the blueprint. It ain't the Broncos. The Broncos just
no.
We good.
If you don't even watch the Broncos tape, just like don't do that. Like,
bro, I forgot that I put this on here, but since we talk about the Broncos,
oh Lord,
let's talk about. I can't. That's funny that I really put that. Let's talk about the Poop Bowl, aka the Caleb Williams sweepstakes on Sunday. And it's so funny that you react like this because everybody keeps reacting like this when I tell them I am so excited to watch this game because it's either going to be so bad that it's going to be hard to watch, which that will be funny, or both teams are so bad that it will be a good game. Because that does happen where two bad teams are so equally terrible that the game is great and they both just like score 40 on each other and it just looks awesome.
Yeah, I hope it's that one because I don't want to.
You don't want a game to end 9-3?
No, I don't. I don't want to be up waiting for football all day. Got my beer in my hand.
At 12. It's at 12. So it's one of the first games.
That's Monday night.
No, it's no. It's Sunday afternoon.
Is it?
Yes. Now it is. If it wasn't before, now it is. I'm looking at it right now. 12 p.m. on CBS.
Oh, I thought it was a Monday night game.
No, there was a meme going around on like Facebook and shit that it's a Monday night game, but it's not a Monday night game. But yeah.
Good. Well, who is Monday night then? When you think about it. Oh, Seahawks Giants.
That's not that great either, but the scheduling that's a whole conversation that we can have later. So that's gonna be one of them Taylor Swift conversations because the scheduling has been really, really kind of awkward. But yeah, so we can just keep this simple because it's starting to get late too. Who do you have in the Poop Bowl?
Both. Wait, what's crazy is both of my fantasy quarterbacks.
What? You have Russell Wilson and what happened to your draft, bro?
I told you this 2 weeks ago. You remember I missed my first two picks.
Oh,
and I got Saquon and Pollard. And by the time I got down to my next pick, quarterbacks was obsolete. So I had to pick from
the worst of the worst.
I'm 2-1 though.
You know, it's funny. CJ Stroud was probably there too, but you wouldn't.
He probably was.
Grab him. That's the crazy part.
But I watched him during preseason. I didn't like how he played, so I stayed away from him.
That's fair. I get that.
But I didn't think Russell and Justin Fields was gonna come out and act like they didn't know how to play football this year. So
Russell Wilson, if you started him, I think
no,
two
I
out of these,
didn't.
and I'm saying if you did 2 out of these 3 games, you probably would have been all right.
No, I haven't started Russell yet.
You just keep starting Justin Fields.
I've been winning.
Word? Oh man. Well, hey,
I did this past week was my first week losing, and it's only because the dude I played with had Tua, Tyreek Hill, and Raheem Mostert.
oh, that's hard. That's
And I
hard.
lost by 30 points.
Oh, I bet. So who you got in the game? Bears, Broncos.
Ah, only because I don't.
Who's less shitty?
I gotta go Broncos, even though I
Okay.
don't want to say Broncos because they in our division. It'd be cool they lose to the Bears, but they gotta have a bounce back win. They lost by 50. Like
I
even though
said the same thing.
The Bears lost by 30.
Yeah.
So like they just
31.
came up. Yeah, so it's just like they both coming off blowout wins. Like they
Yeah.
both playing the top teams both of them played the top teams in the AFC last week.
Now they get to relax and play each other.
Each other, right? It's just like, y'all had it hard. Let's go. Losers play. You know, when you're on the go, losers play each other. Loser
Boy,
bracket.
yeah,
That's what
boy.
it is.
But the Broncos
So,
have to win.
yeah, they do. They
If the
have to.
Broncos lose to the Bears, then that's a different type
That's
of
it. That's it.
loss.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't even think Russell Wilson would be. They'll probably end up going to get Carson Wentz.
yeah, they got to go
Like,
do something
oh
else.
no, they got Stenham. Stenham would probably be throwing passes on
Yeah,
the sideline.
it's
You
so
hear a lot of
crazy. I think
if they
if
lose.
if the Bears get the first pick, I think Caleb Williams will stay in school. I think he'll stay.
Now if they got now if they got DJ Moore.
I'm not. Why would you go to the Bears?
Yeah, I don't know.
They had
I'll try to
like
blame.
yeah, everything that could go bad with them has gone bad, and I just don't. And did you see Eberflus what he said or earlier this week, maybe Monday, where he basically was like, no, Justin Fields is actually playing really good. If you look at the tape, like
We watched him play.
we watched the games. Yeah, like nobody.
This boy
You the
had
only one,
99 passing yards against the Chiefs and 46 rushing yards. You think he what?
and played the whole game. That's what's crazy. Like, yeah, we see the games, bro. Like, you ain't got a lot. But that organization is ran
It's
so
horrible.
poorly. I feel bad for Ryan Poles because he came from here and then
Yeah,
inherits that, and
that
then it's just a mess. And you basically are just gonna have to reset everything and just be bad again, which is so sad. But you don't have a choice. Like everything's just bad and wrong, and you just have to just just take the L and be bad for again. Because I don't see
yeah.
how you reset an entire culture. I don't think
So
Caleb Williams can just do that.
not the Bears
No.
unless they kill it in this next draft and people want to go to Chicago and play. I don't think people's gonna want to go. Maybe if they get Caleb Williams, people want to maybe go play for the Bears. But it's just like
Yeah.
who
But I don't know. I have a hard time believing that like grown ass men are gonna look at 21-year-old Caleb Williams and be like,
that's my guy.
without knowing him, without him touching the NFL field and being like, I'm gonna go to the Bears to have a chance. Like, I don't know. Not the Bears.
That's
If it
why
was somewhere else, sure.
that's why the best option is Minnesota.
Minnesota. Oh, or I honestly think the next best place, because you're right, the Vikings is probably the best place. You have an offensive coach, Kevin O'Connell, former quarterback,
Two good receivers.
2 good receivers. The line is actually pretty good somehow.
Yeah.
Like, and it's the bad defense. The
Bad
quarterback
defense.
can make up for bad defense. We watched the guy
Pat do it all the time.
doing that. Yeah, like so that's the best. That's first best. I think the next best place for Caleb Williams to go would be to the Rams. I think you can trade Stafford and get more picks back, bring in more rookie talent to kind of pair.
Yeah, but what are you getting for Stafford right now?
I mean, ask the Jets.
But the thing about but they're not giving you what they gave up for him.
I mean, you just got a pick. You got the Rodgers pick back because he didn't play this year, so you have your first round. Why? I mean, cough it up, and you can have Stafford. And then that's a top pick. So now we got probably a top 5, top 10 pick
So
along
they
with
gonna
our
trade.
number 1 pick.
So basically, they gonna trade they top pick to potentially get a quarterback for a quarterback who probably won't be in the league
Because you
for
can't,
another year or two.
because the Jets have screwed themselves. You can't bring in Caleb Williams and have Aaron Rodgers. Are you going to sit Caleb Williams behind Aaron Rodgers for a year, 2 years? What he said he might play 5 more years. You gonna
Aaron
turn your
Rodgers
back
is
on
not
Rodgers?
playing 5 years.
Even if he plays 2, are the Jets
he only
turning their
signed a
back on him
2-year
now?
deal though. He only signed a 2-year deal, so this first year is already gone. So now he got one more year.
But that's my thing is how loyal are they to Rodgers? Because right now it looks like they're pretty loyal because it looks like you can just go have Kirk Cousins if you really wanted him. You could have him.
Yeah, but I'm just saying as a Jets, I wouldn't give up a first rounder for Stafford.
I mean, I'm with you. That makes actual sense. But we talking about the Jets too.
Yeah,
that's the other part. Is that makes sense what you're saying, but they also have been doing a bunch of shit that makes 0 sense out there. But yeah, Rams is the other one. That's the only because I think I don't know. I think his contract about to be up, if I'm not mistaken.
Who Stafford?
Yeah. Let me check real fast. Oh no, I think I'm very wrong. I am very wrong. Basically, they have. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Wow. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you literally have to make a decision this year. His cap hit this year is 20 million, but his cap hit for the next 2 years is 50 million. And then you have an out that you can cut him and it's like 18 million in dead cap.
So his cap next year is
49 and then 50 after that for the next 2 years. And he's 36 and 37. But that's why I said, if you want to get out, you basically got to do it right now. You have to do it after this year, or you're stuck with $50 million in cap. Well, that's what I mean. Is that's
a sneaky one that we haven't talked about too much is maybe Oakland.
Don't say that.
Don't say that. Vegas.
No, I know what you mean, but don't say that. I can't. I'll be sick. I would be sick if you went to the Broncos or the Raiders. I just can't. No. Why?
You gotta pray for them to win.
Yeah, every good quarterback, we just gonna
he might end up in the NFC though, because they need a quarterback like that over there. But what's also appealing is this Jared Goff is a free agent in 2025.
Yeah.
So, and right now his average salary is 34 million. So, do he get paid? Do they let him walk? What's his deal with Detroit?
I think you have to keep.
Do they draft a quarterback this year and then see how it go next year, or they gonna wait till?
You can't. Not right now. Not while there's actual hope. Like the Lions fans have hope. And if they still go 8-9 again this year, people will be like, well, let's give it another year. I think the fans are at that point right now. They'll be willing to give it another year for sure.
But why when this is the year for, why not draft a quarter? Even if you give it another year, you go 8-9 and you think you got hope. It's not bad to, train a backup quarterback who's potentially is going to, take over the spot, and then that hope can turn into whatever the hell else the fan base wants.
Well, I guess really, do you think any of the other quarterbacks are ready to just be plugged in and be competent starters right away besides Caleb Williams? Because that's the real thing where they got a lot of talent, but are they all
That's
ready?
What I'm saying. So, if Jared Goff is a free agent in 2025, this is the 2024 draft. draft if they 8 and 9, that means they somewhere sitting in like the mid pack of the draft, which means they probably could
True.
sneak up on one of these quarterbacks,
Yeah.
sitting behind Jared Goff for a year.
I see that. That would, if we talk about what would be a great team for Caleb Williams to go to, or for a quarterback, one of these quarterbacks to go to, then the Lions, yeah. But I just don't see them doing that right now because I feel like you have to think from from the GM talent standpoint, right? That would you see. I think sometimes what how you looking at it, you making too much sense. Just from
Yeah,
you looking at it from what is the football? What should we do? Right? Like that
right.
would make perfect sense. Yeah, let's bring a guy in, sit him, and if Jared Goff don't work, then he's
I
fucking
don't think,
gone.
but the thing is, I don't think the Lions are going to pay Jared Goff because you
Probably
remember he
not.
signed this contract years ago. Because remember
Yeah,
he was at one point the highest quarterback or
yeah.
somewhere in the range of it.
But I
They're
think
not in 2025. They're not giving this man 45, 50 million.
no,
They're gonna let him walk.
no. But it's the same thing like you said about Brock Purdy. I'm not giving him 50 million. I don't know. I don't think he gonna get 50 million a year or 40. He's in that Brock Purdy
But the
range
thing
then,
is that
35.
but the thing about it, but the thing about it
This is the
is
same argument we had with, is Jared Goff better than
no,
Brock Purdy? Yeah,
yes,
right. Okay, then you can't give Daniel Jones 40 million and then give Brock Purdy 30 million and think that Jared Goff deserves less than 40 plus
no.
million.
That's what I'm saying. I think Jared Goff
Then you paying him 50
deserves like I don't think he's worth 50. I think he's getting 34 right now. I
when
think he
he's getting
raised it maybe to
41. If I'm Jared Goff, if Daniel Jones got 40, I need 41.
I thought Dan Jones got 45.
No, he got, I think it was 120 for,
3 years.
no,
Oh,
or something like that. Or it might be 150 for 4 years. Let's see. I should just be saying that shit like I don't have a whole ass fucking right here. 160 for 4 years. So he got 40 million a year.
40 million. Yeah. So you
82
get over
fully
Daniel Jones.
guaranteed.
So you get
I need
somebody's got
41. I want
41 with
164 for
90
4 years.
what
Or maybe
41 with 90 million guaranteed.
or he might even be cool with I might take 123 for 3 years. So you
Yeah,
just give
because
me
how much longer does
41.
he have?
Exactly.
How
He's
much
not 25 like Daniel Jones. So it's like, hey,
he's
give me 41 for 3 years. Make it make it 95 guaranteed and call it a day.
right, but the Giants is the Lions giving golf
Probably not. They probably not
41.
doing that. That's the thing. They probably, but then so you going into the draft and you starting over a year after you've had your best year in fucking 50 years. Your most hopeful year in the past, probably at least 10 years.
No, they won a division
You
back in
turning your
'93,
back on
so
them.
30 years.
But they had some good seasons with Stafford where they made the playoffs a couple times or once. Fuck, that's crazy. But yeah,
Yeah.
since 2008, this your best year essentially. This is the most hopeful years that you've had. 2 consecutive years where you feel good about your team hasn't happened for 15 years. And you're going to turn your back on that guy to hopefully make Michael Penix work. I don't see that. That's what I mean. Is like, were you saying the football aspect? Yes, we're gonna be a mid-level team drafting fucking 17. We should just take one of these quarterbacks, sit him behind Golf, take 2 years like Rodgers, throw him in and let it go. But
That's what Jordan Love.
as soon the difference is Jared Goff isn't Aaron Rodgers, and as soon as if shit goes
Well,
left, they calling
Alex
for the
Smith
rookie.
and Pat Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith.
Yeah,
And this was after we was in the playoffs every year.
yeah,
We won a playoff game. All this Alex Smith knew this was his last year in Kansas City.
yeah. But
So he played for a contract.
and also there was extreme backlash when we drafted Pat. It just worked. But if
Right.
it
And
don't
then
work,
this might be extreme backlash for the Lions. Why you get a quarterback? You got Golf.
but what are
And
the
Golf probably
odds?
sitting back like, oh yeah, I know. Because not Pat. Alex Smith went and got money with the Redskins.
Yeah.
So it ain't like he went and got paid. So that's what Golf used the Lions to probably go get paid. And now they gonna be in the same scenario we was. Now is they quarterback gonna be like Pat? We don't know who
That's
they
the
gonna get.
question.
But no, nobody's like Pat.
That's I mean,
But
the thing is, I feel like because I talked about Jordan Love last week, and I think that's or not last week, but Sunday. I think that's if you can get that, you probably do it. You probably still do that. Just competent. Hey, we got a guy. We got a guy. He's not gonna be Zach Wilson, but he's not gonna be
right,
Mahomes. I'll take
he's
that.
there. Yeah,
I mean, that's basically Jared Goff right now. Essentially, is just a guy who's not. I mean, right now he's
but
been playing
he
bad.
still
He's been playing
yeah.
bad this last 2
But I
weeks.
mean, he still got the I've been to the Super Bowl on his resume.
How
So
long do you get to wear that on your jacket though? You
everybody
can't.
is. It's a lot of quarterbacks that ain't been. So it's just
I
like you can
mean,
wear it as much. He has what it takes to get to a Super Bowl. That's what they say, right? He
okay.
knows.
So does Kaepernick. Should he be in the league now?
No,
No, exactly. It's over. So you
no.
can't. So that means you can't wear it forever. Cam Newton not in the league no more. You can't wear that on your jacket forever. Like
Yeah,
it
but he
don't work
shouldn't
like
be
that.
because did you see that Super Bowl performance?
From who? Golf?
Damn.
Oh, Cam. Yeah, Cam played good except for the fumble. That's
Didn't they? If
it
I'm not
hurts.
mistaken, didn't they lose like 50-6 or some shit like
I
that?
think
Like,
they got fucked up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it
No,
was
no,
like
no, no, no. Hold on.
48-9 or 48-6. Or was that the Broncos? That was
I think that
Broncos
was
and
Broncos Seahawks where they got the
Seahawks.
shit
Yeah.
beat out of them. Let me see this.
I'm like, Panthers, no, that was a good one with Cam.
Yeah, it was. Oh no, hold on. I was about to say, ain't no way that was the score. It was 24-10. So they got beat up pretty good, but yeah, either way, man, like but that's what Cam Newton, that was bad. I was wrong. That man was 18 for 41.
Mm.
How did they win this game?
Who?
The Broncos. Peyton Manning was 12 for 23 with 141 yards and an interception. CJ Anderson was 23 for 90 with a touchdown. Did they
Who was the
defense just
MVP?
really go crazy?
Oh, that was the game.
Was it Von Miller?
Von Miller, MVP.
Von Miller
2015, right?
forces 2 fumbles to set up Denver's 2 touchdowns. Yep.
Yeah. That was 15, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, Von Miller got the MVP.
2016.
16, yeah, I would say Von Miller got the MVP that year. Yeah.
That's crazy. Field goal, touchdown. So they had it was there. That's why the fumble was so bad. Damn, because it was 10-16.
Yeah. And he just watched it.
Damn, Cam. Yeah. Well, shit. We ain't got time to do week 4 picks, man. So
no. I'll do a parlay on him.
oh week. So that was the episode, guys. I think this is the longest episode so far, or will be.
Yeah, because that Taylor Swift shit.
No, we just had it was like every conversation we had was longer than usual. But that's good though. That means we getting into that part of the season where we actually have shit to talk about. We're not just jumping around trying to figure out shit to talk about. We got stuff to talk about now. We here. The season is here. Basketball is around the corner.
Yes, sir.
Everything is getting there. I'm
might have to start doing 2 different shows, motherfucker, with basketball, football.
Hey, boy, I've been thinking about that shit too. We'll figure something out. But if you've been watching or listening, I'm glad you did. How these videos be going? Like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. What's the other one? Leave a 5-star review if you're listening to the podcast. Follow the Instagram, the Carver2x Show. Follow me on TikTok at Carver2x. Everything's Carver2x. Just search it, you'll find it. But thank you for listening, everybody. It was a good show. Good to have you, man.
Yes, sir.
I did this because I need to figure out some type of outro to start doing. So I got to do something. So yeah, everybody listening and watching, I'm glad you did.
Tune in and tell your peoples.
Yeah, comment on everything. Yeah, tweet.
Give us your 2X. Give us your takes. Tell us what you think. we ain't gonna come in no disrespect on the comment stuff. We try to comment fast, swiftly as possible with our takes on everything. So there you
Yes,
go.
sir. Thank you, everybody, and see you next time.
Yes, sir.
Can I